welcome everybody to our last Q&A for today. If you're not a VIP, if you're a VIP, we have panels later on this afternoon or tonight, depending on your time zone. We are here with Shannon Smith, who has been part of most of our summits, not all of them, but most of them. And we're excited to delve into that. But like always, a little bit of housekeeping. Number one is we're catching up. First day is a lot of emails. I don't know where Tracy is on her emails. I'm catching up to the Facebook group. We are catching up to anybody who has concerns. All I ask, and I'm sure most of the ones who are here aren't the ones who have concerns, be patient. It takes time. As much as we test everything out, there's a lot of pieces of software that are involved in all of this. A number of you aren't receiving emails. It's not our issue. It's the issue with your ISP or your internet service provider who hosts your email. There's some things we just can't fix, but we will get back to you on all of them. And we will work through all of the issues that are there. Just recognize it's a lot of things. Our speakers like Shannon do a great work at doing stuff, but maybe her freebie doesn't work today, which is not true, Shannon. But, sometimes it doesn't work. And no matter how hard we are at testing it out, the gremlins hit us. So just be patient. We always get it done. We always get it to you. So if there's something in the Facebook group, I am working through it. Tracy's working through emails. We will get back to you. But recognize there's only so much we can do. If it's an issue with your website browsers not loading, I have checked the website. It is loading fine for me. If it wasn't loading for a lot of people, we would hear about it. So if you're having issues with it, check that you're putting the right things in, things like that. So that's my tech spiel. And we want to spend a moment thanking our sponsors. We just did a Q&A an hour ago with our sponsor for today, Pear Blossom Press, and it was an awesome call. So go and listen to the replay, but Tracy's going to tell you a little bit about them.
Yeah, so if you didn't see them, turn the lights on, eh? So Pear Blossom Press, makes a lot of them lights. And basically, you can light up your cards in many ways, whether it's for candles, make them light up. Sorry, Tracy's losing her train of thought.
You can light up candles. They have 3 little lights that can do candles as well. There's a really funky candle that you can blow out. The light blows out. She actually told us how she does it, which is very cool. So we're not going to give that away. You got to go watch the Q&A to learn how it's actually designed. She also has a cool T ruler that you can use that does borders. So you can cut different borders. And she has a not a stamp, what's it called? that allows you to do sliders. So it's a great video.
Sorry, I'm out. I'm sorry. We just ate, so it's going to refuel us.
So you can do little sliders and wobble cards. She used her light in her presentation. She used her light on a scrapbooking page. So go check her stuff out. Love her sites, love her lights. We had a really good chat with her. So if you're curious about what she does, watch the replay and support her. She is one of our sponsors. And our other sponsor we want to talk about today is one of our creative sponsors. So we have 4 creative sponsors, and the one today is that we want to highlight is Jav Sid, who does Craftpreneurs. She's really there to help people, particularly ones who are designing SVG files, about how do you monetize it? How can you sell it on Etsy and places like that? She teaches that there's things you need to know when you do this. We've talked about copyright earlier this morning. So she does that. So check her out as well. Jav is not able to do a live with us this time. She did last time. She's great. So she's a great resource, and she is in Australia. So it's morning, or they're still asleep right now, I think. However that works for the time zone. So we are here with Shannon. As I said, Shannon's been with us a while. I'm going to switch our images, and we're going to start asking some questions. I've seen questions already go by. I will come back to them once we get started. So here we go. Whoops, and put Shannon in the spotlight, not me. There we go. So Shannon, just to kind of start off, where are you in the world?
I am in Pahrump, Nevada. I'm an hour northwest of Las Vegas. So I'm in the desert. I'm actually between Las Vegas and Death Valley. So I don't know if you're familiar.
Is it cold in the desert now, or is it warm in the desert? Or?
It's actually really comfortable during the day. We have really comfortable falls and springs. In fact, during the day, it can get up to around 80-ish. And at night, though, it does get down in the 40s right now. So it does get a little cold. It gets cold in the wintertime. We've had snow a couple times, but it goes away, within the day. It doesn't last all day.
That doesn't quite happen here, but that's okay. We love winter. Would you categorize yourself as a card maker, a scrapbooker, a paper crafter? How do you?
I'm a card maker. I dabble in folios. So that kind of goes in the scrapbook realm, but
Mhm.
I don't know if any of the watchers or viewers don't know what a folio is. A folio is when you make the outside of the scrapbook from paper also, and basically put in your pages and connect it all with paper and glue. So it
Mhm.
doesn't require that actual physical purchase scrapbook. You make the entire thing from paper.
Makes sense. We had Belinda on earlier who creates mini albums. She has beautiful stuff. If you're
Right, right.
looking at mini albums, doing that the same way as well. So very cool.
Exactly. That.
How did you get into this? How did you become a?
Well, I usually give credit to Jennifer McGuire, but she's not the only. It started with coming across a YouTube video. A girl named JD. Her channel was It's Me JD, and she mentioned Jennifer McGuire, and so I looked up Jennifer McGuire, and oh my gosh, I was hooked. She must have made that many dollars on affiliate sales from me. Oh my gosh, she just got me. I just had to buy all the things, and I couldn't even make anything yet, but I was buying all the things. And then when you start to make something, because I'm never the kind of person that will, I guess they call it case a card or copy and another uh, creator's work. I
Mhm.
get the product and I try to find out what else, I can do with it. So that's always been my kind of goal, is to create my own and not just, see somebody create with it. That just shows me that the ability to make something cute, but I'll make something different with it.
And that's great. I mean, that's, I think, is inspirational too for people who create, right? Is to see how somebody takes it and does it differently and takes it from a new
Right.
angle.
True.
That's what makes things cool and fun, actually. So, excellent. Can you chat a bit about what you did for the summit, the presentation?
Okay, I did. Let's see if we can get this without the light blowing it out. This is my card I created with digi stamps, and what I did was in Microsoft Word. Okay, let's back up. Digital stamps or digi stamps are a digital image that you download from a store online, and you save it in your computer. And that's why I use Microsoft Word to manipulate them, because I can create backgrounds with just simple lines and insert different pictures to make a different scene, because I really love scene cards. And so that was what I did with my project. Was I used products from the Digital Craft Store. I think that's their name.
Mm-hmm.
I think in my presentation I mentioned there's a coupon code. I think it's Cards by Shannon Lee. If you stop by, she'll give you 20% off. But anyway, I got into digital stamps because they're so much less expensive than physical products. And you can manipulate the size of it and the shape of it. You can make it wide if you want to make something look more pudgy, or you can make it tall and thin if you want it to be, more slender. You can manipulate them to fit in your scene depending on what kind of a scene you want to build.
And that's, I mean, it's kind of like for the people who use the Cricut machines, they do that as well, the cutting machines, but you're doing it
Right.
without needing a cutting machine or special software. So
Right. Well, when I first started working with DigiStamps, I didn't create scenes. What I would do is I would just print them out on cardstock, where I was able to manipulate the size. That was nice. But I would print them out on cardstock, and then I would use my brother's Scan and Cut to cut them out, because I didn't have a die and I despise fussy cutting.
So, and that makes sense. And that's really cool because somebody said, I'm just going to start with the comments. Hello again, everyone. Really enjoyed Shannon's class. I didn't realize all that you could be doing in Word.
Right.
And it's funny, it's what you're comfortable with, because I would probably do what you're doing in Word and PowerPoint, just because there's more options in PowerPoint
Oh,
than there is
really?
Word. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable in Word, so that's where
Yeah, exactly. And PowerPoint's the same as Word because it's part
is it?
of Microsoft,
Okay.
but it has more. It's designed to make slides, so it has a little bit more things that you can do.
Okay.
You can move things around more and resize more things and do more things in PowerPoint than Word.
Interesting. I'll have to check
If you
that
have
out.
PowerPoint, try it. You might be coming saying,
Yeah.
do this in PowerPoint. But it's the same thing, and you can do a lot of stuff in it. I use PowerPoint all the time. So that's
Okay.
very cool to give something that a lot of people have and maybe never thought about using it. We have another one, which was excited to have seen this technique.
Oh,
Your
cool.
card's got beautiful colors in it.
Mm-hmm.
So her video was a real eye opener for her. I'm working through. So I'm catching up on the comments for people. Takes me a while. Such a great variation of experts today. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy and I work hard at having a great variation of experts. Oh, we've got somebody from Cape Cod. Nice place to be. Probably cold today though. Looking forward to catching up. So someone said it was their first today. Remember, you can listen to all the replays for the Q&As on the YouTube channel. It's going to be the same link as coming to them live. Because it's on YouTube, they will stay the same. Here you go. Class was great. Can you color the image digitally?
Okay. I believe you can in Paint. Is that the name of it? Microsoft Paint. I think you can. Yeah. I think you can in a program. I personally haven't done that, but what they do have are colored digi-stamps, what they refer to as clip art. And they sell a lot of the stamps that they have with the black and white that I use. They have them already pre-colored. You can just purchase that option.
The other thing you can do, by the way, is if you're using something like Canva, or even if you're using Faber Creative Fabrica, things like that, you can download them transparent. So if you do something in Canva and you like it in Canva and you don't want all the white, just download it transparent and it gets rid of the white. And it keeps just the content.
With the digi-stamps, they're PNG files, so that all the white around them is blocked out. In fact, they are transparent.
Yeah.
And when you insert it into your scene, depending on the order that you insert them in your scene, they will layer on top of each other. So you have to move them side by side so that the lines don't overlap.
Yeah.
But they don't have the white space on the sides to cover up the next image.
Exactly. So if you want to do the same, but you found something in Canva that you like, you just have to download it transparent. And then that gives you the same thing. So if you see, like, I didn't get a good digi tree, I want a tree, you can get a tree out of a place like Canva or Creative Fabrica.
Right.
Same thing. You just have to download them transparent.
Okay.
So that would work as well. You're into my realm of techiness. Question is, in your presentation, you said to use the PNG file and not the JPEG file. Why is that?
That's what I was just explaining is when you use a JPEG file, it's going to have the white box around it. And when you try to layer it on top of or next to one another, that white box is going to overlap the second image. If you do it with the PNG, it's going to be just the black outline. And so you can put one image right next to the black line of another image with a PNG file. With a JPEG, depending on which order you import it, one's going to overlap on top of the other with that white box that they have. Yeah. So you could do it if you had them the images far enough apart. It's just much easier to use the PNG files. So that's what I always look for in DigiStamp companies is if they offer the PNG option. And I always choose the PNGs because the JPEG, it's just that one less.
Yeah. So just one correction on that. So PNGs can have a white background as well. It just depends how they're saved.
Right. But what they do with the PNGs is they have already taken the white background out.
But it's not specific to the PNG. It's how they're saving it, because a JPEG could have no white background as well.
Oh,
Just
really?
depends how it's saved. Yeah, it's just how you if you save things as transparent, then the
Okay.
background goes away. If you save it as not transparent, then you have a background. And it doesn't matter whether it's JPEG or PNG. It's about how they saved it.
Huh, that's funny because
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but whenever I look at DigiStamps, the ones with the JPEGs always have a white border on them.
Yeah.
Huh.
So the thing about PNGs are better resolution.
Oh, okay.
So that's the advantage of a PNG file over a JPEG file. For what you're doing, you're going to get a better high quality, depending on how they're done.
Okay.
But PNGs tend to be bigger files, so they have a better resolution to them.
Oh.
So, I use JPEGs for the website. They're going to be JPEGs because they're smaller. If I was doing something more intricate, I would use a PNG.
Learn something every day.
We all learn something every day. That's the cool part about it. It's all about saving. Love seeing how to use digital images. Your supply list says there will be detailed instructions, but there do not appear to be there. So we had that question.
Yeah, I did get an email about that. And what I wanted to do is give everybody my email address. It's admin, ADMIN, at cardsbyshannonlee.com. I'm going to type up detailed instructions of how to use the digital stamps and how I created my scene. So if you email me, I will send you a copy of the instructions.
Yeah,
It
if you
may
can send them
take me
to
a
us as
couple
well.
of days.
Yeah, send it to us as well, because there'll be people who won't hear this, right?
Okay.
And we'll put it on the site.
Okay.
Love all of the cool things you can add to a card. Yes. The T-reelers are great. Shannon, do you use, there you go. I think you probably answered this in a roundabout way. Do you use clip art the same way with a color printer for the card fronts?
I personally love to color, so I haven't used them, but I have purchased some, so I might be using some. It's definitely something that I want to do because I'm no pro at coloring. I fake it a lot. But yeah, you can use clip art the same way if you have the color printer. And that's what I will be doing.
So you have opened up a whole new world for me today. Never knew Microsoft Word could be used this way. So absolutely.
Right?
And I'm assuming whatever you do in Microsoft Word, you could probably do in Google Docs. It's maybe not as easy because Google Docs is a little
Google
harder.
Docs doesn't have, I've tried to, there's some things you can do. I just had trouble. I had trouble with the shapes and creating the scene. I think you can create a box, but I don't think that you could create the hills that I create or the little road.
Yeah, it's not as robust.
Yeah.
But you could definitely do it in PowerPoint.
You can do it in Canva though.
Yeah, you could do it in Canva. You could do it in PowerPoint. There's a bunch of places like that. So somebody said it's a fantastic presentation. They learned heaps.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Shannon, for breaking it down on the process. It will give me another way to make cards and paper crafting. Fantastic.
Right. That's great.
Can you recommend more tutorials to learn how to use Microsoft Word to use digital images?
Let's see. I think the Greeting Farm, on their website, they might have some tutorials. I know Whimsy Stamps sells some digital stamps, so they might have something on their channel too.
I'm going to even add into this when you listen to my presentation tomorrow. Tracy, did you put me tomorrow? Use AI. So go into AI and say, where can I find presentations on DigiStamps, or can you give me instructions? And if you haven't know what I'm talking about, come and listen to my presentation tomorrow. It's becoming a tool for you, for crafters, in really cool ways to use it. So if you're looking for something specific, I give an example in my presentation where I was something about a cutting machine, and it actually brought up the exact video I wanted to go watch. So it told me detailed how to do it, and it gave me the video. So it's just a way of cutting time. Because when you Google something, you have to go read everything. When you do something in an AI tool, it will tell you how to do it. It's a big difference. So that's another way to find some presentations on it. Because I think you do it in Microsoft and other tools like that. for sure. I've never seen designing on Word. This is a great lesson.
Oh, thanks, Joyce.
Now I have to try PowerPoint. Yeah, definitely try PowerPoint. It's actually easier than Word. And that's the difference is Word is meant to write a document so it anchors your text, while PowerPoint is meant to be free flow. So it makes it easier to do things and layer things. You can send things front and back on PowerPoint. So if it's on the front, you want it to be in the back, you can send it back and you can bring it forward and backwards. So you can do these. You can do more on PowerPoint than you can do on Word because it's designed for that.
Cool. I am definitely gonna try it. I have PowerPoint.
I've been using PowerPoint for years, and Word gets me more frustrated because it anchors things. I have not watched the video yet. Looking forward to this. Sounds like a process I would love to do with my journals. Actually, it'd be great.
Oh,
for
yeah.
You create your layout
sounds
page.
like a great idea.
Yeah, you can create your layout page and put them in there. So for journaling, and you can adjust the size so you can print it in whatever size you want. Do you sell the finished cards or just the process to make them?
Just the process to make them. But I do, if you follow me on YouTube, I give away a lot of the cards that I create. When they're not really haul videos, but I guess you could call it that. I'm on the influencers team for Spellbinders, and when I create cards for the Spellbinders products that come out every month, I give them away. So if you sign up for my YouTube channel and then my newsletter, you'll be notified when whenever I'm doing which I do it once a month. Whenever I do it, it's around the 10th-ish of the month or shortly after. And those cards I do give away.
Excellent. Thank you, Shannon. It says, I really learned a lot from what you were done in Word. Someone, if you can't download something, just please let us know because the instructions are downloadable. I've been able to download them today. I've never tried DigiStamps for my cards, but this does spark my interest. How quickly do you go through ink on your printer? Good question.
You know what? I go in phases, so it's not like I'm doing DigiStamps only because I really love die cutting and stamping to create cards and such. But I can see and because it's, I print them in black and white, it doesn't go too fast.
And I think Tracy's answer to this would be, it depends on your printer.
It definitely depends on your printer. It depends on the quality you print. If, again, Shannon mentioned something very big was she prints them in black and white. And then I guess if you want to color them, you're coloring them. If you print them out in color, then you've got two different roads, I'm going to say, because then it depends still on the quality, but it also depends. Let's say you have an inkjet cartridge. If you have a tricolor cartridge, and I don't know what one of the items is a lot of blue, then once you're out of cyan, that cartridge is garbage. Okay, you're going to waste the other ink colors that are in there. So if you have a printer with the 4 different cartridges, then again, you can, if you're out of cyan, you just replace that one cartridge. So there's a lot involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I would think it's more like having the individual colors makes it a little more cost effective in the long run.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that's it. You just have to, figure out what are you going to do with it. But just as Shannon said, if you're printing it out in black, with the outline, that's really not that much ink.
Right.
So we have another question about the instructions. Shannon's going to provide them to us and we will get them hopefully pinned for that, or you can sign up to her list. PNGs have a transparent background. Not all PNGs have a transparent background. I have PNGs that don't have transparent backgrounds because I deal with them all the time. So it just depends on how you save it. So you don't print the image in color on the printer. You can ink blend them.
Right. You can, when you print it off, you print it in black and white, so you can ink blend on your background if you want. And I've done things too where I've printed off 2 of the same scene. so that I can cut out like the top border of it, and I use it like a stencil, so that laying the cutout one on top of the full sheet one, so that I can ink blend just a certain area just by cutting out. Like, for an example, here I have the roofs. I would just cut a second scene, cut out on the top of the roofs of this all the way across, and then I could lay that cutout one on top of the blank one, and then just ink blend the sky. That as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might answer her question.
Somebody also suggested you could print them on a Cricut and cut them.
I don't know about printing on Cricuts. My Cricut doesn't do that.
You'd have to upload it to Cricut and print it through their software, I would think.
I didn't know Cricuts print now.
Not print, sorry, cut. You could print it, then cut it on a Cricut. My bad reading. You could print it, then cut it on a Cricut.
Some companies have SVG files for their DigiStamps.
Yeah.
So you could do it that way, but I'm not really familiar with Cricut to give advice.
The same
on
thing.
That
you would have to have it imported into your Cricut and then set it up. And I'm not even familiar, but that makes sense to me from a point of view. You could just purchase somebody said you can purchase the clip art version of each one if you don't want to color the image exactly.
Right.
Google Docs is super awkward. I agree, Pat. Google Docs is super awkward. What color medium, acrylic, watercolor, Copics, could be used with inkjet printer digital images?
I use Copic markers, and you could use the hoo-hoos too.
Does it blur the black lines, or it doesn't blur the
No,
black lines?
it doesn't. It's fine. I think it might depend on the kind. Maybe Tracy knows about this. The kind of inkjet printer that you have,
or you let it sit long enough to dry.
There's different
that's
inks,
what I'm thinking too.
Different inks for different inkjet printers, and
it's also letting it sit long enough to dry would be part of it too,
right? I usually can with mine. I have two different. I have an Epson and I have an HP, and both of them I can color right away. There's really no drying time at all in between. But I know that some of the Epson printers have different inks that are more for printing photos. And I think that might have some effect on your coloring. So I think you would have to try it out. As far as watercolor, I haven't found a printer that can accept watercolor paper, because most watercolor paper is 140 pound. And it's just too thick for it. I've seen, I think Christina Werner did a video on how she transposed her images onto watercolor paper, but I don't even recall watching the entire video, but it did pique my curiosity seeing the title.
You could use as a watercolor person, but as somebody who does color, you could use transfer paper.
Okay.
Way to do it. So you could take like your watercolor, use transfer paper, put the lines in, and then it would transfer on. I use that for colored pencil.
Oh, do you?
Right. Yeah. So you could use a transfer paper to do it.
That's a good idea.
Either not print it, but hand draw it over.
Right.
There is paper you can do that for. But yeah, watercolors does not go through a printer very well. It's not intended to. It's much more cotton based. Like it's a different type of paper. Can you print on watercolor, Tracy, or are you watercolor paper? Not you personally, but
yeah, no, I understand. I'm like, I'm not 100%. And again, basically what we've been saying, you guys were saying, it can depend on the thickness of it, could depend on your printer. I'm almost wondering, I don't know.
Well, the paper it would take the ink and it might actually spread the ink.
Yeah,
it might spread the ink because it's not intended to do that. I follow a lot of watercolor artists, and I've never seen anybody print on paper, so that doesn't mean it can't be done.
Yeah,
but would be a good idea. It's not intended for that. After hearing this discussion, I really want to watch the presentation now because I'm always using Microsoft for notes, and I didn't know you could use it for digital stamps. There you go.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what? I have more interest in it too, just for that same reason. And I'm not a stamper, everybody, but yeah,
So
yeah.
someone doesn't want to pay. Yes, Word is not free, but I just had to upgrade my whole Word thing. So I agree. It's not free, but it's worth it.
Yeah, the version that I was using is like from 2016, I think. That's how long that I've had it. And we, my husband through his employer got a very deep discount on the program. So every time I've got it saved on my email, so that every time I change computers, I just download it from my email.
Yeah, there are a lot of back ways around it, but it's Microsoft is not. I mean, they got to make money like everybody else, I think.
Yep.
Actually, you can change. Yeah, you can change the text placement in MS Word so it's not anchored. You're absolutely right. It's just that PowerPoint gives you a lot more flexibility to move things around because that's its intent.
Yeah, I just don't know how to get rid of the anchor on the text
You
box.
right click, change. I can tell you afterwards. I have to be on Word, but I can tell you how to get rid of it.
Okay.
I think it's right click, change inline. If you know that, whoever said you could do it, if you know it off by heart, let me know. I know how to do it. I just don't know the instructions. You can get rid of it. What is the most important part of your process in creating something?
Most important is probably my mood. I have to be in the mood. No, gosh, the most important part. Yeah, I guess and having the time to do it, which I do have a lot of time to create. So that's kind of my job.
Which sometimes makes it harder.
Right, it is.
Sometimes it does. It's kind of like the writer's block when you got to write a book and you got a deadline, but
right. Being an influencer for Spellbinders and for cat scrapping is I'll get products, and you get products that maybe you wouldn't pick yourself, and then trying to use your twist on it can be challenging.
I can see that. What printer do you use or prefer? So I think Tracy can add to this too, but
gosh, I don't know the numbers of my printer. I think the HP is like a 9700, HP 9700, or in the 9700 category. So it might be 9750 or something like that. But and then the Epson is, I think it's a EP 2750 or something like that. So
well, let Tracy, for those who don't know, is also helps and sells printer and printer cartridges and stuff. So Tracy's a good printer resource. So Tracy, asking the question slightly different, what printer would you recommend?
Well, yeah, well, that's kind of what, the way I would answer it. And again, I won't give you an exact model because models change every 2 days.
right.
And also model numbers are different in different countries, okay?
Oh,
But
okay.
you mentioned one brand, which is Epson, because there's no doubt for graphics, Epson is up there, has always been, okay?
Okay.
And then after that, I find Canon is becoming more of a fighter in there in that category
Oh,
for
okay.
yeah, they are. They are. I mean, HP's had stood up there forever, but
They've
I
got
don't
some
know. Well,
competition now,
obviously for
huh?
graphics though, HP was never the big thing. They were big things for lines and for words and but for graphics, it's always been Epson. And then some of the Canon models, obviously not all of them. Okay. You're going to have to go a little higher up than, the $50 printer. That's for sure.
Right.
So, but anybody looking to buy a printer, always ask about, well, first of all, about, the specs that you're looking for it to have, but also for the cartridges. Are there 2
Right.
cartridges in it? Are there 4 cartridges, 6 cartridges? What are the colors? What's the availability on them? The pricing, you want
The
to know all
price
that
of them,
before
yeah.
you go through the cash, okay?
I was going to say my experience with printers, really cheap printers, very expensive cartridges.
Well, and that's
And
going to
that's the model,
be
right?
the way it is.
Yeah, they give the printer away for free and they make their model on the cartridges.
Yes. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
And Epson did start in production. Got some feedback there, but that's okay. Very smart ideas to use a second copy masking your color. That makes sense. So somebody colors printers all the colors colors images from the printer all the time with alcohol markers, and they don't get any smudging, which is great.
I'm assuming because we were asking earlier, but your printer is an inkjet. If you think of it, if you're still here, answer. Because that's where more, because a laser is no problem. It's the inkjet that, you can smudge it.
Yeah.
It just depends.
You can, this is from way back before, you can upload PNGs to Cricut Design Space.
I didn't know Cricuts can print now.
Well, not print, but they I don't know if they can print, but they can print them. They can cut them through.
Well, that's what the comment says. It will do print and cut.
I think some of the brands can. I think it would be too heavy for a printer. Hello, just joined. What are we talking about? We are talking about using Microsoft. You have to go back and come back and watch the presentation. You can do watercolor paper texture printer in Procreate. Okay. I like the answer. Groupon has been running a special on MS Office with Word. I wish I knew that earlier, but then again, I need a corporate one. I will say with ink usage, the Eco Tank options have been a godsend.
That's what my Epson one is.
I love both my Epson and my Canon laser. Costco offers a great price with extended months beyond years on a digital copy of Microsoft 360. They do. Maybe not in Canada. I don't think they do in Canada. Maybe in the US. I'm like, I just bought a new version of Microsoft because I'm on a trial version right now. But I need to be, it's like, oh, do they? But I don't think they do in Canada. But I'll check. Epson software is a huge pain compared to HP, but I love Epson's print quality and longevity of the ink. For MS Word, right-click on the text box, and then you can choose how you want it to appear behind the text. So that's how you get rid of the anchor.
Okay.
I can show you how to do that, though. I'm like, I know how to do it. I just didn't know the words of it. So you can do inline, behind line. You can actually layer stuff, too. Susan, I agree. I have a Canon a while back, and it ate up all those ink cartridges. I love my Epson tanks. So a Cricut send the project to your printer, and then you cut it with a Cricut is what they meant.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot, especially Digistamps. I've learned a lot about Digistamps, Yvonne. Thank you. Print and cut means you print on a printer, and then you cut it on the Cricut. Okay. Yes, in Canada? Oh, I'll have to go look at that, Microsoft. Yes, in Canada. I'm on a trial. You may save me some money there. Except I'm on a business version, which makes it a bit different. But Cricuts cannot print. They are not a printer, yes. So we know that. I'm catching up. I've been using my Eco Tank to print digi papers for almost a year and have only used about a quarter of the tank.
Good.
There you go.
I hit the end of them. I hit the end of the comments. Any other comments or questions for Shannon? Tracy?
Again, with the digital stamps and that, it also depends. Are you printing 1 stamp a day? Are you printing 200 stamps a day? So it's just, you can't say how long that ink will last you, right? Or how many
if
stamps
you love a color,
out of it.
If you love a particular color.
Well, yeah.
Or you do the opposite to me. So Tracy is my ink provider, and I don't use very much ink. So I actually run my printer without a black ink at all. So I only have the color one in it, and it gives me an error, but it still prints everything. It just says, so you can do that. You can use it, because otherwise I was just throwing out my cartridges because I don't print a lot. And so there are tricks around all these printers, but yes, it depends on, I'm the opposite. My cartridges dry out long before they ever run out of ink. I can print digital from oops, that one disappeared. Come back. I don't know what they said. I can print digitally from computer my printer. I get a message I need a driver. How is I get one? Drivers is not something that you get. You have to download your driver.
Yeah.
So it's a piece of software. So yeah, you go to your manufacturer's website and download your driver. A driver is a piece of software that sits on your computer that controls the interface to talk to the printer. And so drivers can get out of date, or you bought a printer and your computer didn't come with that driver. You have to go to the website of the actual HP or Epson or whoever it is and download the driver.
Yeah. They should not cost money.
They
No.
don't cost money.
Yes,
Somebody said driver from at microdot.153. I would always get your driver from the manufacturer's website. Right? They don't cost money, and anything that's not on the manufacturer's website might be a little bit question. Susan's going to ask her question. She asks everybody, if you could be any craft supply, which one would you want to be and why?
Oh, it'd have to be a die cutting machine.
Oh,
Strong and sturdy?
Exactly. Yep, I'd
okay.
be a die cutting machine because, I mean, just think of all the pieces that it creates that you put together and make something beautiful.
Oh,
True. Very good. Good answer.
there.
Somebody gets their Microsoft on Good Friday. Yep. I need a business version of Microsoft, which is not as easy to get a sale on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Search the name of your driver to get an updated driver. Exactly. Sir Cricket. Cricut has ink pens you can insert in place of the blades to write or color. I don't think they all do, though. It depends which one you're working on.
Will it draw the image? Tiger Berry.
They do, but we don't hear much about Cricut pens, and we do have, we are doing, for those who are VIPs, we are doing in the panels, we're doing one on cutting machines on Saturday. So that's a great question. I think it's only some of the machines that can use the pens, but I am no user here. I've learned a lot, but I've never touched a machine. So it's only some of the machines that can do that.
I have a machine up there, but it's just collecting dust.
Tracy has a machine down there that's collecting dust.
I was gonna say, there's no worries about that at all, Shannon. Okay, dust is important in our life. Okay.
So Cricut pens can draw the image. So they can draw like the outlines for sure. They can draw the image.
And they can draw it in dust.
They can draw it. Cricut will draw the image if you tell it to. You change it.
Funny.
You can change it from cut to draw. So there you go. All machines have pens. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Ruth. See, we're not the experts on the cutting machines here by far, but we have all these wonderful listeners who are. Suzette's laughing at you, Tracy, just to let you know.
It's okay. It wouldn't be for
Tracy.
first time.
It will draw an SVG image, Alicia says. So the answer is yes. Cricuts with pens can draw images for you and then cut them, I assume.
That's cool.
So I don't know, but I would assume that not scan and cut, but what's the brother one called?
Yeah, scan and cut. Brother scan and cut.
Yeah. What's silhouettes called then?
I don't know.
You've got it. Cameo. Is that what you're thinking of?
No, I don't know what I'm thinking of. It's okay, Gun.
You've got the
names. I know. Trivia in my brain. Any other questions for Shannon about, I think it's great to use what you have. So if you have Microsoft, which a lot of people do, it's a great thing to be able to use Microsoft and do that. And have some fun. The dust bunnies might wear out this Cricut before you get to it. Understanding that. Yeah, thank you. So
funny.
They might wear things out, but hey, you got to do what you love to do.
Yep.
I can forward you the Groupon. Where shall I send it? Just send it to Groupon. Won't work for what I need because I need a corporate one. I need a business one. I'm glad to hear your machines. That's one thing we talked earlier about copyright. And so you always have to look at copyright when you use these things and reselling and that. So as a business, there is issues with Microsoft. So I'm glad to hear your machines are collecting dust. I get FOMO about not having a Cricut. You don't have to have a Cricut. You don't have to have a cutting machine. There's so many things you can do without it. I think people did cards and made scrapbooks before cutting machines came out. So you don't have to have one. I think we do get in this world, we get FOMO, but Suzette gave us a face. We don't see the faces on here in the same way. Just join. Glad to be here. Just join, but we're almost ending, Jerry, but you can watch the replay. It's all good, Tracy. My scrapbooking supplies equal your Cricut. So there you go.
Okay.
It works that way. So you do what you like to do. And that's the fun part of having all these different things that you can do. And what's always amazing to us. So Tracy and I run a Scrapbooking Fun Circle. Shannon's been a guest in there doing presentations for it. And you'll learn more about it throughout the week. But we do, if you're VIP, you get a month free. And we have one event per week. Often it's just coming together and crafting. And we have one person, Michelle, I haven't seen yet. she does houses. She does some card making, but her passion is to make these amazing 3D houses and trucks and different things.
Wow.
She made these. So she does cards, but her passion is the houses. And so in paper crafting, it doesn't have to be one or the other thing. It can
Right.
be so many different things that you can do. And that's the cool part. What I find is everybody has a love of paper, of
Right.
the texture and what you can create with paper, which I think is really do.
Or like May says, the smell. She likes to smell the paper.
Yeah.
The scrapbook paper.
So Carmen, if it says business and you have a group on and it works in Canada, just reply to Tracy and send it to her. Are there replays on the channels? Also, yes. So they're not really replays in YouTube. They're just lives and they'll stay there live. We never take them down. So if you go onto Tracy's channel, our channel at embellishedconnections.com, this same link will be the same link to watch the replay. It just takes YouTube a few minutes to process the video. So they are in the same place. It's actually exactly the same link for all of the replays, the ones that are live, and we don't take them down. So they're there. You can go back and listen to Shannon, who spoke at I think she was in our first summit. She'll be there somewhere in all of these lives. So
I don't think I was at your first summit. I think I was at your second one.
Second summit. So you can go back and listen to that and see what she did there as well. They are sitting in lives. It's the presentations and the details that go down. If you want to have access to the presentations past today, then you have to become a VIP. So the presentations are up for 24 hours. Shannon's presentation will go down tomorrow at 10 a.m. North American Eastern Standard Time. It's a mouthful. And we'll go down tomorrow to make room for another 7 or 8 presentations coming out tomorrow. If you're in the VIP, you have the presentations for at least a year. We haven't taken any down yet. And this is our 3rd year. So we say at least a year because what does lifetime really mean when people say lifetime? So we say at least a year, but as long as we're doing this, they will stay. I got my Cricut to make labels, then fell in love with card making, used my Cricut as well as die cuts and stamps. So yes, lots of fun ways to do that.
Wow. Well-rounded crafter.
Yes. Well, what's neat is you've got so many options. And you know what we've noticed? Because what's come really popular lately is like printable paper. And some people love printable papers. Other people still want to buy it and get the quality and the double-sided, right? Some people love their Cricut machines and some people don't take them out of the box. Some people don't like
I compare it all to going to a grocery store. How many different boxes of cereal? Because somebody wants this one, somebody wants that, it's all cereal, but there's so many kinds, brands, flavors, whatever.
Right.
And it's the same in this world. Right?
Someone said, thank you for this space. Thank you guys for coming and talking with us and doing this because it makes a difference. We are catching up on emails and catching up on Facebook comments. So we haven't gone in, but a couple of things. Play bingo. So get your bingo cards, download your bingo cards, and start posting in Facebook and let us know what you found out. So there are bingo squares to say, I attended a live Q&A. So you guys can get day 1 live Q&A. You can mark a bingo square. There are bingos about watching a day 1 presentation. There's bingos about actually sharing in the Facebook group what you liked and what came out of that. So there's a whole bunch of things in the bingo card. And the way the bingo card works, we haven't really talked about this morning, but the way the bingo card works is you can have multiple bingos. So if you have 1 bingo, you get 1 entrance. But if you do all the squares and you get all the possible combinations of bingo, there are 12 bingos per card. If you have a full card, we'll give you an extra 2 entries. So when it comes to Sunday and we're drawing the prizes, if you fill out the whole bingo card, you will get 14 entries. And it'll be a spinning wheel and we'll spin it and you'll have an opportunity to win the prizes. So it just depends on how much you do, but we encourage you to play the bingo. It creates a wonderful energy in the Facebook group. Yes, the bingo card link is in the email at the top. So in your day 1 email, first of all, if you were signed up or if you had signed up this morning, you would have got an email just on the bingo and how it works. That one went out at 8:45 North American Eastern Standard Time. If you are looking at day 1, any of the daily emails, the bingo card is in the first section. There's just a link to click on the bingo card. Stuck at work. Oh, we haven't seen you, Misfit Crafters. She is one of our speakers. So that is Monique. And Monique is live.
Well, she used to be in my neck of the woods.
She's moving. She just moved.
Well, she's been busy.
So
But
yes, for sharing your bingo card, there you can post it on Monday by Sunday. I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. Sunday before 5 o'clock. There's also, once the card is filled, you can either post it in the Facebook group or you can upload it to the form that's in the form, and that is going to go out on Monday. Sorry, that will go out on Sunday. I don't know why I keep saying Monday. That will go out on Sunday, but you can share it in the Facebook group or you can put it up. But typically Monday afternoon is Monday. I'm going to do it Sunday afternoon. Last day, day 4. You can post it there. My bingo must be coming. You should have your bingo card. It went out this morning or it is in your email. It's also on the website. So if you go to the welcome and schedule page and just scroll down, there's a link to the bingo card there as well. So there's multiple places you can find the bingo card, and there is a colored version. But guess what? There's a printer-friendly version. Having talked about inks, there's a printer-friendly version. Nice. Misfit's still waiting for your place. I can't imagine living and waiting for your place to be ready. I hope it comes soon. Any other questions for Shannon or us? Because if not, we are going to go off and answer any comments that we have. If you're a VIP, so new this year to VIPs is our panels. So we have 4 panels, 1 per day. Today is organizing. Tomorrow is card making. Saturday is cricket. Sunday is mini albums and scrapbooking. And so they vary on the time of the day. They're on Zoom. They're not here. So these are for VIPs only to come on, ask questions, get some answers, and have an opportunity to speak to our speakers in a smaller environment. And we have at least 3 speakers each day, some of them more speakers each day. I think Shannon's doing one, if I remember. I don't remember who's doing what. So.
I see Shannon today,
I'm
later
doing
on.
the organization one today.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're a VIP and you want some tips on organization, that is the one to come to. And then tomorrow, like I said, is card making. Saturday is cutting machines, and Sunday is mini albums and scrapbooking. It's something new we're trying. We're always trying to add more value to the summit, add more value to the VIPs. If you are a VIP, if you're not a VIP, take a look at it. You just need to buy one thing from the VIP package to actually pay for the cost of the VIP. We were talking about something this morning, and they were looking, it's just like the Glassboard Studio is one that you will talk more about tomorrow. They have a coupon. Shannon has a list of sentiments. Is it sentiments this time, Shannon? What did you put in the VIP? I'm like,
VIP is it's a class how to create your sentiments in Microsoft Word.
There you go. I knew it was sentiments something. So Shannon has a class on how to create sentiments in Microsoft Word. So check that out if you're a VIP. She is in there. We have a lot of really good, because Monique's here and I can see her name. She has some very beautiful backgrounds, really colorful kind of backgrounds that pop as part of your VIP package. So there's printables. There is memberships. So we offer a free month in our membership, which is the Scrapbooking Fun Circle. And then you get an ongoing discount of 20% if you stay. Belinda had a membership in her mini album junk journal ones. There's a combination of printables. So if you like Alicia McNamara, she's got some beautiful printables, as does Monique. And then there are coupons. So Tracy, if you're Canadian or not Canadian, Tracy offers with her own store, she offers a discount as well. So you can go shop in her store and do that. And then there's a whole bunch of learn, like where Shannon is, how to do this. There's a bunch of courses you can pick and choose from. There's some really cool stuff in there. So if you're a VIP, take advantage of it. The VIP package is worth it. Thank you. It is really worth it. There's over $1,500 worth of things just in the bonuses alone in the VIP package. Yeah. Plus you get to come and do the panels. And we forgot to talk about, we have a VIP fun crop tomorrow night, where you guys are going to do a fun twist. We don't tell people what the twist is. You just got to show up and tell the twist. And so you can do that. If you're asking questions about the VIP, Diane, just write an email to Tracy and she will answer it. The VIP is definitely worth it. And the crazy good 25% discount to Glass Studio. Exactly. We're going to talk about that one tomorrow when Glassboard Studio is here. They are offering a really generous 25% off if you buy something from them. So if you've ever wanted a glass board or you're looking at this, I like them and they'd be great for watercolors. Do that. Remember VIPs, Some of these things are only available during the summit. They all have expiration dates. We will send out some reminders, but I do know Glassboard Studio, for example, their coupon's only available from now until maybe the 14th. Can't remember the exact date. Do not quote me on that. There is a limited date to when they are available. So if you're a VIP, take advantage of what you have. If you're not a VIP, look at it. And just be in your supply room, Susan. So any supplies to have on hand for the mystery VIP? No, just be in your supply room. Just be near your crafting supplies, kind of like where Shannon is right now, where she could turn around and get anything she needs. We are
Not where I am right now. How about that?
Tracy would get a lot of exercise if she was where she is right now, running up and down the stairs. If you've been to our past ones, it's all about using what you have. So we're not doing anything that you have to have. It's using what you have, playing with what you have.
Didn't last year, or was it in the spring that you did the bookmarker with the washi tape?
That was last year, last fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fall. Yeah.
I really liked that one. I liked how the bookmarker came out. I still use it.
And it was simple, right? So
right, it was very easy.
We come up with stuff when we would least expect it. We're like, oh, what are we going to do this time? And then it just kind of falls into place. And we always come up with something fun. Yes, Glassboard coupon code expires November 14th. Thank you. I'm shopping there now. Good. Excellent. As a new Magic Ink quad tray. Yes, they have a lot of really cool stuff in there.
The
I just got your email this morning too.
So that alone is the price of the VIP. Right? You pay for the VIP and you do that. So if you don't have a VIP, look for it. Come and join us. We have a lot of fun in the VIP. Come and join the crop tomorrow night. If you are a VIP, come and join the panels and support all our amazing speakers with some fun and interesting questions. And you will get another email tonight. If you're not, we don't give us, can't speak anymore. We send less emails to the VIP. We sent you one this morning, but if you're not a VIP, we send a wrap-up email just to remind you where things are. We had requests in the past that VIPs were getting too many emails, so we've cut it down to one email a day. But if you're non-VIP, you'll get a reminder. And then tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, the videos of today disappear, and a whole new set of amazing presentations come up tomorrow morning. And looking forward to those.
Yeah.
So that is it. If you have any questions, just give us some patience. Give us some patience. Be patient with us. We will get there. I don't know when somebody said, wish the board of the month would be out in time for the discount. Don't know, Susan. We'll see them tomorrow. They are a VIP tomorrow, and they are speaking tomorrow with us too. So not a VIP, sorry. They're a sponsor tomorrow. So Glassboard Studios with us tomorrow. And check out Amanda's lights from earlier today. If your local store doesn't carry them, show them that they should, because that helps Amanda out as a business, and it makes it easier for you to walk in and buy them than have to order them. So do that. Are any vendors selling stamps? Yes. So we have Whimsy Stamps to say in their name. We have Whimsy Stamps who's selling stamps. They have a coupon. Dare to Be Artsy has a coupon. They are also selling stamps. So those are the two that come to mind. Tracy probably sells stamps.
Those are exactly the two that came to my mind. Thank you for stealing mine.
And Tracy sells stamps too. If Tracy will help you get stamps.
I don't design it. It's not my own stamps. Like I'll sell. Say I bring in Whimsy Stamps and Dare to Be Artsies and other brands.
In Canada, yes.
But I'm trying to. Geez, are we missing somebody here?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, I don't think so either.
Our store, I have it up. So the discounts from shopping are 25% off Glassboard Studio, 25% for Tracy, 20% for Whimsy Stamps, who sell stamps. We have a new sponsor, which is Serenity Fair, and she does very vintage washi tapes. So she has like Jane Austen and Alice in Wonderland. She'll be with us and talking on Sunday. And Dare to Be Artsy, 20%. So two of them for sure sell stamps, and then you can get stamps through Tracy as well. So there you go. Trying to hold. Same. I'm trying to hold for that too. We can ask them tomorrow. I don't know when they come out. It comes out later this month. I got their email already. Okay. Pear Blossom Plus has a few stamp sets too. So there you go. So there are definitely options. But in the actual discounts that we have in the bundle, you have Whimsy Stamps and Dare to Be Artsy. And Dare to Be Artsy, Cindy's with us on Saturday. And she does paper and stamps that all match. So she has a beautiful collection of stuff as well. So Excellent. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. We will see the VIPs hopefully later tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern for the panel. The link is in your email. It's the same link for all of the panels and for the crop, the same Zoom link, and we will see you on that. And we will see everyone else tomorrow morning at 11. There's a question mark. I think I'm at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I think I start with
Yes,
me.
Heather.
Heather starts at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if you've ever been interested in using AI as a fun tool to enhance your crafting, come and talk with me at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to talk about AI. So see you guys later. And is that for non-VIPs? No, it's not. So the panels are for VIPs. The non-VIPs, we do the Q&A starting tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. We will see you all tomorrow. Shannon, thank you for being innovative in how you're using stuff and how you're giving
thanks
people
so
ideas
much for
to use.
having me. This is my favorite summit. I love this one.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
Oh.
Thanks, everybody, and we will talk to you later.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. See you at 6 p.m. Central. Yes, it is 6 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
Pacific is after.